What up, peeps? It's Gabe, and I'm coming to talk about my hair, just tips and pros and cons for having a tapered cut. I've been getting a lot of questions about that, a couple requests to do a video about this, and it seems like everywhere I go, someone's asking me about my cut or complimenting me on it, and a lot of people are thinking about cutting their hair. It's summertime, you want a taper cut, you saw somebody and it looked fly. So if you're considering a taper cut, then this video is for you. So I want to start off by giving my first tip. When someone comes up to me and they say that they want to cut their hair and everything, like the first thing I say is make sure that's what you want to do. That is my biggest tip. If you are considering cutting your hair, just make sure you take the time to really think about, is that what you want to do? Because for one, I mean, it's a cut. So once you cut, there's no going back. So honestly, I like to tell people to try out faux tapered looks. You know, you can rod up your hair, do it really tight in the back and loose at the top, just to kind of create a faux taper, and just play with that and wear it for about a week or so, and just make sure that you really like the look on you, because it is a drastic change. So that's my biggest tip. If you're thinking about cutting your hair, just make sure you thought it out, because there is no going back, okay? Oh, and if you want to get a wig, Tony Daly has a big chop wig that looks like a fly tapered cut. So, I mean, if you're thinking about it, buy you a wig and try it out first, just to make sure that you like it. So yeah, that's my biggest tip if you're thinking about cutting off your hair, big chopping again, or whatever. Now, before I go into my pros and cons of having a tapered cut, I'd like to take a moment to shout out Audible. You know, they are huge supporters of the Gabe Fix, so I just want to shout them out. So if you have not taken advantage of the free 30-day trial with a credit for a free book, what are you waiting on? Audiobooks can be listened to whenever, wherever. I listen to them when I'm doing my hair, if I'm cleaning, if I'm in the car driving, like you can listen to them anywhere. And right now I've been listening to I'm kind of embarrassed to tell y'all what I've been listening to, but I decided to try out Corinne Steffen's new book, Confessions of a Video Vixen 10 Years Later. Now let me tell you, I never read the first one. I have never read any of her books, but for some reason this one kind of piqued my interest. So I've been listening to it, and honestly I haven't gotten very far, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to finish it, just because, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it as much as I thought I would be, so I may actually return it, which is a plus with Audible. You can return a book if you're not feeling it. You can return it and get another one. So that's a plus about that. If you have not taken advantage of the trial, go to audible.com/fix and get you a free book, listen to it, tell me what you think about it, and yeah, audible.com/fix. Now back to these pros and cons. I have them written down on a paper here, so if I look down, that's why. First pro that I found from rocking a tapered cut is that you get a whole new look. Like, you get this fresh, funky look. It's something different, especially if you have had long hair for a long time. It's just a great change. I've been natural for almost 6 years, and I've been wearing the same style ever since I've been natural. So for me, like, it was just a breath of fresh air just to have a completely different look. There is a con that kind of goes hand in hand with that, and that is that it may take you a little bit of time to get used to the new look. If you've never had short hair before, it may be a little bit of a shock. So that's why I suggest that you kind of test the waters before you make the commitment. Another con is that it's a lot of work. Whoever said short hair was easy was lying, because it takes so much maintenance. Like, the thing of it is, with a taper cut, you have to constantly keep it styled. You know, when you have longer hair, you do a twist out, you wear a twist out for, 3, 4, 5 days. After that, you may not feel like washing your hair, so you can put it up in a pony or a puff, or, you can just do different things with it that you can't necessarily do with the short hair. So I find myself having to do my hair more often because I want it to look fresh. Like, you want the taper cut to look fresh, and like every 3 days, I have to do something to it. So yeah, it's a lot of maintenance. That is a major con for me, because it is way more maintenance than when I had longer hair. I have 4C hair. It's mostly 4C. Some areas are 4B, but it's mostly 4C hair. So I can't just wash and go. Like, that's it doesn't work for me. This was a wash and go I did yesterday, and as you see, it's a hot mess today. If you have wash and go type of hair where you can literally, you know, jump in the shower, shingle it and go, it may not be that bad for you. Like, your maintenance is probably not that bad. But if you have like more textured hair and it takes a lot to style it or get it to curl up or whatever it is you're trying to do, it's gonna be a lot of work. If you're doing like a bunch of twists or rod sets and things like that to create the look that you want, it's gonna take some work. Now, another pro is that wash day, even though I'm doing my hair more, wash day is a breeze. Like, I can get in the shower, wash my hair, condition my hair. I mean, it is such a breeze to do that because I don't have to go through sectioning. It's just, I mean, less hair, less work when it comes to washing. So my wash days don't take nearly as long as they used to, and for that I am very grateful because I'm doing them more often, so it makes sense that at least they're shorter. Another pro is that I find myself using less product because I don't have that much hair to style, so I am using less of my conditioners, less of my styling products, so they're lasting a little bit longer than what they would have when my hair was longer. Another con that I've noticed is that you have limited styling options, and I say that as in you can't really do very many updos. Like, if you've been a follower of my channel for a while, you know that I love my side puff, and I can't do my side puff anymore. Like, that was my saving grace. When my hair was looking old, just put it up in a side puff and it was good to go. But I can't do that now. So you can still twist your hair, you can coil it, you can rod it. So I mean, the styling options are there, but the ease of, you know, throwing it up or just putting it in a ponytail, you don't have that anymore. Now, I did invest in some hats, so they have been helping me stretch my hair a couple more days. When I don't feel like doing it, I just throw the hat on and it's much easier. And that's also another like pro. I find it easier for me to wear my protective style. So if I want to throw a wig on or if I want to throw a hat on, it doesn't take any time for me to braid up my hair and either put a wig on or twist it up in the back and put my hat on. It's so simple. I don't have to take the time to cornrow my whole head and yada yada yada. Even if I want to like do 3 or 4 big twists and stick a wig cap on, because it's so short, like, it's no problem at all. That is a pro within itself. It's kind of like a catch-22. So there you have it, guys. Those were my pros and cons of having a tapered haircut, and my #1 tip if you are considering it. Hopefully this was helpful for you all. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. Leave those down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.